Welcome back, my faithful viewers, and welcome to another video. Well, this is, oh my god, this week's been so horrible. I'm supposed to have a challenge for you. It was too hot to cook. We're getting weather like we should not be getting, and it is the end of August into September. We should be getting it 70s and 80s. We're at 99, 98, with a heat index of 115, 120. People are coming up from Miami on their trips, and they're like, it's hotter up here than it is down there. I'm like, okay, when you go back home, take the weather with you. You can have it back. It was so cool weather. We're not used to this stuff. And my pool isn't even up anymore because I tore it down. Well, I didn't tear it down. I drained it. Like the 11 to 12, because after the end of July, early August, it starts cooling down. We do not get a very long warm area. So 2 weeks after I drained my pool, we got a heat wave, which would have been perfect pool weather. Hate myself for that. But you can't control nature. But that's not what I want to come up here for. What I want to come up here for is that before I start getting into all these food reviews and mukbangs and challenges, I basically came on here and it was an opinion channel. I put my opinion out there. I saw what was going on. I gave my thoughts on it. The people that was, hang on. The people that subscribed to me at the time, they put their opinion in the comment section, and believe it or not, we had a pretty dang good story going back and forth. Hi. One day I'm going to remember that works. Oh, that's better. Right there, right there. But the thing, okay, like I said, we will have a good conversation back and forth. Every now and then you get a knucklehead in there, but, knuckleheads are going to be out there no matter where you go. They're going to be out there. That's just what they do. But anyway, I figured, today be a good day to do that because, not the knuckleheads, to give one of my older style of videos. So sit back, relax. If you agree with me, let me know. If you don't agree with me, let me know that too. And maybe we can start the beginning of an adult conversation instead of a bunch of 7-year-olds who thinks they're always right. Yeah, but that's a whole other cup of tea. We'll deal with that later. So what I want to deal with today, what I want to talk about today, is everyone throwing around freedom of speech. Oh, you want to stop me from speaking my mind. You're in curtailing my freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. That drives me up the flipping wall. Because but everyone wants to throw around you're impeding on my ability to my right to freedom of speech. Okay? But no one ever read the First Amendment. If you read the First Amendment, you would know what it says, and you would not be saying what you are saying. So let's go ahead, pull up the First Amendment, because as you're gonna know, I just don't talk out of this. I don't talk to talk. If I'm talking to you, it's a reason. So let's go ahead and put down the what we still want to say, the base of this conversation. So the First Amendment provides that Congress makes no laws respecting an establishment of religion or Prohibiting is free exercise. It protects freedom of speech, the press, assembly, and the right to petition the government for a redress of grievances. The Second Amendment gives the citizens the right to bear arms. That is a whole other can of worms. We are not even going to go in that far. Just that part, just the first part, that first paragraph. The right to petition the government for redress of grievances. What does that mean? What does this whole, from the beginning, Congress makes no laws respecting an establishment of religion. That means not going to side with any particular religion, whether it's Christianity, Judaism, Judaism, Muslim, Hindu, whatever your religion is, we're not going to side. We're not going to make a law pushing one religion over the other, which is some people could see. And there's been in the past 2 years a little bit of graying of that area. Or prohibiting is free exercise. No one's been stopping anyone from practicing their religion in the manner that they see fit. It protects freedom of speech, the press. That means if the press says something that's unflattering, but it is the truth, you can't get mad at that. An assembly, so that means the right to protest. All these laws that these individual states are making is impeding on the assembly to protest. Because to say that you can only protest from this time to that time, and you have to keep the line moving, that means you can't stand in one area, or you can't be too long in a particular zone. Those are all state laws that are impeding on the right to petition, or the assembly, the right to protest is assembly. All those laws are picking at that right, and no one's saying nothing. The right to petition and the right to petition the government for readiness of grievances. Not now. Not now. I said not now, dang it. Shoot. I'm not kidding. You're trying to do something serious if someone wants to do something stupid. So with that established, that the First Amendment basically protects the citizens from the government. That's how we could say, this president is full of poo-poo, or that president was full of poo-poo, or all presidents are full of poo-poo. That's what that gives you the right to do, without any retaliation. That's the freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want. You could go out in the middle of the street, if you chose to, and start flinging the N-word back and forth if you chose to. However, do not be surprised if someone walks up upon you and pops in the mouth. I mean, along with freedom comes responsibility. That is not subsiding your freedom of speech. You got to say what you wanted to say. Another person just said what they want to say by popping you in the mouth. Of course, that goes into other sections of the law, but we're just saying over here. And so when people are on the news, and this is what gets my goat, when people are on the news saying, the courts are trying to stifle my freedom of speech. No, you're free to say whatever you want, and it will be held against you in the court of law. So keep talking, honey bunny. And that's just more evidence you give us to the other side. Be any good lawyer say, "Give me a dollar, shut up." And if you know where the dollar reference from, yeah, that's the retainer fee. If you don't know, uh, anyway, that's just been getting me because it's like people like whining so much. Oh, this newsroom won't let is impeding my freedom of speech, or that media platform is hinging on my freedom of speech. No. First off, if you're talking about a particular media platform, that's a business, and it's been established in 2013 that businesses are people and they have rights. So, being that the social media platform is considered a person in the court of law, they don't have to let you use their platform for ideas that goes against their guidelines. So don't say you can't say that the media platform is blocking you because they're not. You're still free to say what you want, just not on their platform. And that's like if you go into a baseball stadium and the baseball team starts saying a whole bunch of bad words, but the owner of the stadium's like, you can't say all them bad words, uh, you're going to get kicked out of the stadium because you may own the team, but I own the stadium. So take you and your team out of here. That's what's going on is that no one is stopping you. No one is stopping you. But people are going to prove you wrong. And I think people take that First Amendment out of content so much because that's just to protect private citizens from being retaliated from the government for saying what's on their mind. It does not give you a right to go into a movie theater and, as we were told in school, remember we were all told in school, you don't yell fire in a crowded theater because you're going to hurt somebody. People are going to stampede and they're going to hurt somebody. That's why we're not allowed to do that. So, it's just, oh boy, this whole week's been a doozy. It's just been a doozy. Yeah, pictures are gonna be put in the analog society. History will talk about this period of time. So we are living through a very interesting part of society, history. We're watching a change. We're watching true democracy in action. We're seeing that it works. Nobody gets special treatment. If you break the law, you will be processed. Now, I do think it's quite funny, though. I do think it's quite funny that when a bail was set, a certain amount of money was set for bail, that a certain group who always said law and order, was like, this is unfair. How can you set bail bond? Well, I'm not going to go too far into it, but they're admitting that the system is not fair with the bail bonds. Am I the only one that sees the irony? There's so much I see the irony in. It's like this is so weird. People are stating political ideas, statements, and they don't even read. They don't even read the Constitution. What's going on? It's like before you open your mouth, let's do some research on this. Real research. Not the 30-second clip or the 15-second clip you saw on TikTok or Facebook or whatever. Do real old-fashioned research. Who said it? Who, what, when, where, and why? Who said it? What did they say? Where did they say it? When did they say it? And why did they say it? If you follow that formula, you will not get misguided. I mean, and you don't go with just one source. You connect with several sources. Politico.com is very reliable. They've been around for a while, well over 100 years of documenting. Huffington Post. Huffington Post been around since the late 1800s, 1880s, 1870s. Don't mark my words. You might want to do some research on that your own self. But those are pretty much it. Huffington Post, Politico. I would definitely listen to news from outside of the country because those people don't have a dog in the fight, as they say. So they're going to be like, this is a bunch of poo, and this is what's really going on. So that's what I want to say. People are misusing the First Amendment. They're saying that you're trying to stop me from saying what I want. Nobody's stopping you. It's to protect the government from impeding on you, and the government's not impeding on you. You're free to make a fool of yourself as you see fit. Now, the rest of you guys that stood this far, do you like this rant? You like to hear me talk my thoughts and opinions on what's going on in the world? And please leave your own thoughts and opinions respectfully. No cursing, no putting down other people, but leave your thoughts and opinion on the comment below, and maybe we can have a good conversation. Anyway, if this gets a good review and you want me to do it again, you must let me know to do this again, or I might not. Because I know I enjoy it, but I don't know how other people are going to enjoy it. So again, let me know if you like this, so I know to continue or not. Till next time, guys, we're going to hope for the best. We're going to prepare for the worst. I guarantee you kids will all going to end up somewhere in the middle. Till next time. Bye.